Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick little tutorial on how I apply my cream products, my cream blushes, bronzers, highlights. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I do that, then just keep on watching. First thing I'm going to go in with is going to be these Wet n Wild contour sticks. I'm going to start with the shade Oaks on You, and I like to do one side of my face at a time. So this is definitely more of a bronzer shade, so I'm going to take it up above where you would normally put contour. Go right there. Do a little bit on my nose, under my lip, just a little dot on my chin, and then a line right there. So it looks a little crazy at the moment. And then I just take a kind of flat buffing brush and I just buff it in. And it's okay if you kind of over blend a little bit and take it up a little bit farther out than you would normally with a powder bronzer, because you can always go back in with your sponge that you used for foundation and clean it up at the end. And I have to be really careful over here because I have this pimple right here and it hurts so bad. I always just do my face one side at a time. I'm always, I'm just worried. I don't want it to dry down too quickly. Now that we are kind of lightly bronzed, I'm going to go in with the shade Call Me Maple and focus that a little bit more on the outside perimeters, not to get in too far around here. There. Just using a lot less than we used on the last one. And since I'm not blending quite as much, I will just put it everywhere because it won't take me as long to blend. And you just want to make sure that you're definitely taking that down too, so you don't have like this weird line right here. Oh, I forgot a spot. And then I'm going to take the shade Where's Walnut, and I'm actually going to use that kind of as a contour on my cheeks. So put it down a little bit lower, and it's really dark for my skin tone, so I'm not going to use a lot. The really great thing about those contour sticks is how easily they blend. It just looks so seamless on the face. They blend together so well that there isn't like it doesn't look weird considering I put 3 different ones on my face. Next up is going to be a ColourPop blush sticks, and this is in the shade Under Pressure. This isn't my normal cream blush brush. I usually use one that's a little bit smaller, but it is very dirty right now, so this will have to do. My favorite way to apply this is actually just to roll this up just a little bit and then just kind of sweep it on there just a little bit and just get a little bit on there. That might have been a little bit too much, but oh well. And then just bounce it on. And once again, the great thing about cream products is if you feel like you put too much on, you can't get a spot to blend, you can always go in with your foundation sponge and blend it out that way. And then really quick, I'm going to take my sponge with the foundation and concealer, whatever's left on it, and kind of mimic what I would usually do with powder, and kind of clean up like down the center of my nose, clean up a little bit around here, kind of blend out any areas that need to be blended. Okay, next up, and this is actually going to be the first time that I'm ever using this, is going to be one of the ColourPop light sticks in the shade Bullseye. When I swatched it, it looked like it was going to be a little bit dark for me, but it blends out well. So I'm actually going to take a small eyeshadow brush. This one's pretty densely packed. Just kind of do the same thing that I did with the blush and just get it on my brush. Maybe I should try my fingers. Just take my little finger, just pat that on, and I'll actually go back in with the brush and just blend it out. For as emollient as that felt like on my fingers, it didn't pick up any of my foundation or anything underneath, which is really nice. It's really pretty. And then I'm just gonna take my blush brush really quick and just blend those spots right there. So this next step is a step that I like to do. I know that not everyone likes to put powder on their face when they're using cream products. This is just something that I prefer to do. I like having dewy skin. I like having really dewy skin, but I don't like it when my face feels tacky everywhere. And I just feel like my hair sticks to my face. It drives me insane. So I don't do a lot of powder. I just like to take down the dew in, some places where I feel like I just look more oily than dewy. So what I like to do is I like to take a powder like the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and so I'll shake it to get it out of the sifter. This is even a little bit too much, but I'll put a little bit of powder in the lid and kind of shimmy it around so it's evenly dispersed throughout the lid. And then I'll take a brush like the Real Techniques setting brush, and I will just press it in once and honestly just get the majority of it off. And then just start right here. Just in the immediate under eye area. I don't like to take it down super far, but it just kind of smooths it out and just mattifies it just a little bit, but it definitely makes it look a lot more airbrushed. And I will take that same brush, same amount of powder, and just put it down the sides of my nose. Even just whatever is left on the brush on the top of my nose. Top? Is it the top of my nose? Take the tiniest bit and just put it right here. I do get pretty bad smile lines throughout the day, so I definitely like to set those down. I'm just being very strategic about where I am placing the powder. That's just a little bit too much right there, actually. And then powder my chin because my chin breaks down really easily. I don't know if it's just from constantly sitting with my hand on my chin or what, but it breaks down just really quickly. And then just the teeniest, tiniest little bit just right here, because that looks more oily than anything. And after that, I like to take a really fluffy brush like this. This is I don't even know what this is. A really fluffy brush like this that just is floppy and loose. And then just literally, once again, dip my brush in once and then get off most of the excess. And then I'll just, barely touching my forehead, just sweep that over my forehead. The littlest dash of powder right here, so it almost kind of blends into the dewiness and kind of has like a gradient effect. And then in the end, between setting sprays and stuff like that, that like powdery look that may be on your face if you apply just a little bit too much will completely go away. So next up, I'm actually going to take the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Stole the Show, and I'm going to start out by putting just a little bit of that on my inner corner. And then since this is such a bright highlighter compared to the Bullseye shade, I want to take just the littlest, tiniest bit and just put that on the highest points of my cheek. I find that the Super Shocks, since they do kind of dry down to a powder finish, they blend well with the under eye powder and it doesn't create like this weird line of demarcation. So I kind of almost use them to blend the two together. So I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my face. I will be back to put on setting spray. I will go ahead and list everything that I just used down below, but I just wanted to come on and do my setting sprays and show you guys the final look. This is one of the NYX Bear With Me sprays. This is the newer one. So like I said, these sprays are going to kind of break down whatever little bit of powderiness you put on your face to kind of set everything down, but it's going to keep it set and make it not sticky. This is the Flower Beauty Hydrating Setting Spray. And last but not least, just to set everything down, the Milani Make It Last Spray. And that one is just going to make sure that everything lasts all day. So that is going to be the final look. Really dewy and just blended and creamy, and it's so easy. That's the thing, is cream products, once you get used to applying them, are so easy to use. They just blend so easily and they just look so good on the skin. So hopefully, if you are someone that was kind of toying with the idea of starting to use cream products, hopefully I kind of helped you figure out how to apply them, how to make them look good on your skin. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, it would mean the world to me. Like this video if you liked it. Comment down below, tell me what your favorite cream product is. I'm really starting to get into it and I would love to try more cream products. So let me know down below what your favorite cream product is. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!